am Crystal Francis and welcome to Kris. So basically today I will be showing you how to get more reads on Wattpad, although I don't have a lot of followers because I lost my other account and I had to start fresh not long. So I don't really have a lot of followers, but my stories are good. You should check them out at Classy Krissy, ClassysKrissi. Yes. So I'm gonna show you what you can do, how to make your story come to life and what you should do. So guys, I am in the Wattpad app. Okay, so we're going to create a new story. When you're creating a new story, ensure that you add a cover, story title, story description. But I will be showing you guys just a brief example. I am not doing anything big. And when you're doing the story description, ensure that you go for something out of the box, out of your imagination. Please do not try to blend in and do things as common as others. So ensure you do a grabbing title that no one uses. Ensure that I will give you a little advice. Do not use things like my next door neighbor, or I don't like those cliches. So the title, this is before you. I made this all up and I will add the cover after. Okay, so I wrote this out of my head and it took me some time. Well, it didn't took me any time because I get used to the fact of writing. Actually, you should get Grammarly. What Grammarly does is help you with your spelling errors, so it really helps. Yeah, it really helps. And guys, I used to have this profile. I cannot log in it anymore. I almost had 400 followers on it and I lost that account and I had to start all over. So it's kind of sad, and now I am not at a lot of followers. I don't have a lot of followers, so I don't know what to do. So I will continue my writing, and yeah. So my description is coming on well, and I wrote this all from my head on the spot. So let me read part of it. Before you, there was him, one guy that created a masterpiece with my heart. The moment we shared was destined to keep in a novel filled with chapters and scenes. So that is great, and you can write more, but I'm too lazy to write more for y'all. But hey, you know the thing. Okay, so I lost my account, as I mentioned, so I had to start all over. I didn't lost it that long. So let me start now. So after we press next, it will take you to this page. So what you'll be doing is uploading the great cover, but I'm not ready for that as yet. So your best shot of getting raise attention to click a worthy cover. Fun fact, stories with covers get 2 times more reads than those without. So this really helps. So guys, ensure when you're doing your cover, write your name on it and also the story name on the book cover, and also you can add a theme to it. I will be busy and I am lazy not to do that. I'm just gonna upload a photo after. Tell you about laziness. So the next thing you have to, we already add the description, and it says hook your readers in by giving them a little, a little taste of your story. In fact, stories with descriptions get an average of 108 times the reader. So it's very good. It's very important to have a description. Next thing we're going to do is add tags. We should add at least 10 tags or more. Tags helps you to people to see what's in your story and all that. You should at least have 10 or more, but I'm too lazy, so I add 3. And it says adding 10 or more tags can help increase discoverability. Tags should be a word or content reflective of your story's themes or subgenres. So we have story notes. I already checked that out. So you can click on it, check out the story notes. So now we'll be adding our cover. So I'm just gonna add something plain, guys. I didn't write the name of the story on it, and I didn't wrote my name on it. It's just a brief example. You guys can do that. I'd advise you to get PixArt. You can use that to edit your book covers, or you can download book covers, whatever. So now we're gonna select genre. I advise you to choose paranormal because not much person use it and it's very great. Instead of writing romance and teen fiction, people use that a lot, and it will take time, a long time for your stories to be out. So I advise you. Okay, this is very important. Story copyright is very important. I always use all rights reserves. You can choose others. This means that people cannot take your work without your permission or use it in any way without your permission. As it says, you do not allow your work to be used or adapted in any way without your permission. So this is very important, guys. Without this, you're doomed. So ensure you have this in your book. You can choose others like public domain, Creative Commons, and all those things. So now I'm gonna go in more info, and it have language, complete story, and material. We're not ready for the complete story part. And material. It is important to have mature content. If your content is mature, ensure you do this, because without that, people can report your stories. So your story contains if your story contains graphic depictions of violence, sexuality, strong language, and or other mature themes, please pick mature guide. So we are on a new page, guys, and you have to ensure. I advise that you don't just start your story off with chapter 1. I inform you guys to do something different. Give them a little piece. So you can add banners there. So I will be naming this before you. You can add banners there. You can write author's note there. You can write a prologue there. Yes, you can do that. You can add the date you have started and ended the book. You can add your character authentics. It's very nice and catchy to have that. I love character authentics. If you're using cast characters or not cast characters, it is very okay. And I like using forwards. Yeah, and you can add playlists, song playlists too, to make the book more grabbing and attracting. So you can add your author's note, as I mentioned, character authentics, as I mentioned. You can add a little note apart from our author's note, and you can do FQAs. It's very nice to do that, and you can rewrite your story description in the book. You can do that, because some people they don't actually read the story description, so when they enter the book they can still read it from inside the book. So you can do that as well, no problem at all. So yeah, you can write description of story, as I mentioned, date when you started and ended the book. These are very important, and ensure that your book is copyrighted with the date you started as well. You can add all these things before you start your first chapter, and you can separate the prologue, but I won't separate. It can be this chapter. Okay, and I also add the book cover there because I like it there. When I start, I need people to have a better view of my book cover there, so I always put it right above. And it's saving, and my Wi-Fi is not as strong as you think it is, but I just have to work with it. So it's saving, so we'll just have to wait. You can also add YouTube videos up there. Okay, I'm out, and I'm gonna add a new part, and I'm gonna name this chapter 1. I'd advise when you're starting your chapter, you can add banners too. You can add a picture of your character with a little saying on the photo pertaining to the chapter. You can what else? You can add small videos to it too. You can add a line of a song there with the person's name who sang that line in a song. Trust me, guys, it is great when you have a little nice photos to present your book. It actually helps you, and it actually helps you to get readers. So I advise you always write the person's point of view. It is very important that your readers know who is talking or whatever. And I advise that you don't use too much POV. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope this helped, although it's not the best video, but thank you guys for watching. Bye, I guess. Goodbye.